Hello, everyone. Thank you for checking in today at 7 p.m. as requested. I am Golden Eagle, and these are the Toltec discussions with Golden Eagle. Only today it's not so much of a discussion, but a discourse. The general theme of the last few times we've met for the next little while going forward is basically to bring it. And by bringing it, I mean putting all available effort and energy into accomplishing your true will. Your true will is really why you're here. You've heard me say it before, you've heard many others say that before. And it's a divine contract with the universe, or God, if you will. And it's your part of the divine will for the creation and the fulfillment of the universe, which isn't done yet. Some estimates are that only 25 to 30% of the universe is complete. So you came here to do a job. And it's a job that you agreed to do that no one else can do. It's your piece of a gigantic jigsaw puzzle. And if you don't put it into the picture, there's a hole. There's a gap. Sometimes that gap waits until you live a life where you fail to do your will, you die, you go back to the spirit realms, you're shown your mistakes, basically, and then you're sent back into another incarnation, another lifetime, to do that piece. So you're not getting out of this. You're just not. So the sooner, you step up and do your will, the better we all will feel. The faster we all get better, the faster the world changes, that humanity upgrades. It's about all our will, the great work. There's many analogies and names for it, but the great work is on multiple levels. There's a great work for the planet. There's a great work for all of human race, all of humankind. And to bring that to pass, there's a great work for each of us. And you have yours. And right now, part of yours is studying with this esoteric Toltec school to learn the skills and master the things you need to do to accomplish your true will. Imagine, if you could, being an athlete. Many of you probably have been at different times in your life. And you're playing in your final game. Do you go out a winner or do you go out a loser? You're playing not just in your final game, but for the championship. It's your last year in sports. It's your last opportunity to win this championship. Do you go out on the field and say, I'm not going to run very hard today. I might need some strength for tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. This is it. This is your last game. This is your final exam. If you don't put every ounce of effort into that game, into that performance, right then, all your future success or failure depends on that moment. So that's what you have to do. You have to bring it and put everything into it right now. Does that mean you never get to sleep? No, not yet. That'll happen later. They think I'm joking. Don't they, kitty? Yeah, they think I'm joking. You get to rest, you get to sleep, you get to eat. You can even do things that are fun if you do them with an intent and a purpose. The key, though, is to do everything you do with an intent and a purpose, and to revolve all those little intents around your big intent of accomplishing your true will. You do that through a lot of little ways. The attention applied right here, right now, is what you need to do. Master meditation, master journaling, master all the other skills. Extending your awareness, being able to sense what's going on around you. This is what the Akadu is used for. It amplifies all those skills. It amplifies your connections to the highest when you meditate. It amplifies your connection to the dreaming. It amplifies your connection to your true will, to your holy guardian angel. The best and easiest way to make contact with your true will is through your holy guardian angel. Those are all skills that we nurture and teach. And then, like I used to tell the clients I worked with when I was in my healing practice, what's not important is the hour a week or 2 hours a month you spend here with me. It's what do you do every moment of every day. I couldn't go home with those clients and prepare every meal for them. They had to learn to appreciate the difference in their health between when they ate correctly and when they ate garbage. And when somebody came back after I put them on a new diet and confessed very embarrassedly that they had had an incident where they fell off the wagon and then they felt horrible, I would always smile. I would always say, good. They thought I'd be mad at them. I said, no. Do you understand now? They'd say, yeah. It's like, good. It was worth it. Because now you're on board, you're committed, and you get it. And then they could bring it. So I'm not going to be at home with you every morning when you get up, every evening before you go to bed, when you're tired, when your feet ache, when you can't keep your eyes open, when you have to sit there and meditate or journal the events of the day. Take 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Journal those experiences. When you wake up, as I did this morning, at 3:15 with an important dream, and you have to pry yourself out of bed and stumble over and turn on a light and say, okay, I'm going to write this down, this could be important, and you do it. I can't be there to do that for you. You have to develop that discipline. You have to develop that personal power. And every time you do it, you get a little more personal power. Every time you set an intent and follow through, you're building your personal power. And it's that personal power that makes the connections with your holy guardian angel. You find your true will, and then the work begins. You think it's work now. This is the preparatory work for the real work. So, that's my message is, given what's going on in the world, the energetic shifts in the world, one of my recent blogs I called The Energy of Our Times, and I encourage you to read that one in particular so you have a better understanding of what's going on in our times. The world and the universe is literally changing. The quality of the space-time continuum is shifting. And I'll let you read about that a little bit in the blog. But that is why this shift, that we are all here on Earth right now, and this is our only reason for being here right now, is to be here for this shift. And if you're listening to this, then you're on a path where you're supposed to help and guide others. And in order to do that, you have to master the skills, the esoteric spiritual skills it will take, the energetic skills it will take to guide others, to help shepherd humanity into a future that's not set in stone. For every force working for the good, there's an opposite force. This is the ultimate chess game. And the advancement of humanity depends on our success in doing that. So, bring it. Do your will. Master these skills. One of the things I want to mention is in response to a question. This is now the second or third time I've gotten this question. And it has to do with Toltec symbolism. The Toltec symbolism is contained in, of course, the art. I can't think of any culture around the world, spiritual or otherwise, where their symbolism is not contained in the art. So start looking at Toltec art. Go do internet searches to look for Toltec art. That said, there are a few key symbols that have multiple meanings that I'll let you consider. The first is the pyramid. The pyramid shape is a power symbol the world over. From the Toltecs to the Egyptians to other cultures we're just now uncovering. There are many prophecies that says all things will be revealed in the last days, and we are in at least the beginning of the last days, if not fully on into the middle of the last days, where there is major shifts happening in the world. I like the Hopi prophecy about this, but it says, yes, there's going to be a time of great upheaval. And how bad it gets, how long it lasts, and how quickly humanity recovers depends on how hard we work now, how many people wake up now, and start moving in a more sustainable direction right now. So that's the Hopi prophecy, one of them. So the pyramid, world over, some of these pyramids being discovered in Eastern Europe and Antarctica and other places, even here more in North America than have been found before. Huge cities being uncovered in Guatemala through the use of modern technology. What we thought were simply mountains and hills in a jungle really aren't. They're man-made cities that extend for miles and miles and make all the previously known largest cities here from ancient times look small. There are some in Illinois, I think it's called Cahokia, that was believed to be the largest city of Native Americans of the ancient cultures from pre-Columbian times, that is between 50 and 100,000 people. And so that was believed to be the largest, but it looks like this new city being uncovered in Guatemala will make that one seem small. I don't know how big it will end up being because the work has barely begun to uncover that one. The pyramid generates power that was used as electrical energy. It generates energy and power that was used for spiritual transformation, for communication. It's amazing what the pyramid can do. And so just using the pyramid as a symbol for a variety of things can be an important piece of the work for you. So meditate on pyramids. Another symbol throughout Mesoamerica, not just the Toltecs, but the Mayans, the Olmecs, even the Aztecs, who came later, was the jaguar. Most of the symbols of the Toltecs revolve around nature. And when you start to look at the Toltec artwork that you can find online, found in many of the museums or in many of the stone carvings at sites like Tula or Teotihuacan, then you find that a lot of it revolves around symbols from nature, like the jaguar, which I have one here. I have a living symbol. She's more of a black panther or the black jaguar, but nevertheless, we have one here. So many of you have been here to our home and where we do this work here at Glenhaven, and you've seen our jaguar, our living jaguar. One last symbol I'm going to talk about today is known as the galactic butterfly.